and welcome back to GK Today. I am Sana and in this video we'll cover the current affairs. Before we move ahead, let me inform you that these questions are part of our daily 20 MCQ series 2022 in the GK Today's Android application. So if you are looking for the text version of these questions and their explanations along with the interactive quiz, you may consider joining our daily 20 MCQ series in the GK Today Android application. In this course in app, you get daily 20 MCQs, a fortnightly quiz, a monthly revision document, and also category-wise revision e-books that are optimized for reading on mobile. You are also able to access all archives of questions from January 2020 onwards. And let me tell you one more thing. If you want the Hindi version of this session, you can refer to our former channel named as GK Today. The link has been given in the description box from where you can reach to. So without taking much of your time, let's get started.
Good morning everyone. Welcome back to GK Today. I hope you all are doing very well, and today we'll be discussing most important MCQs for 10th of December 2022. Thank you so much for your concerns regarding my health, and today I'm alright. So obviously we'll be doing the revision session at the end of the lecture. Okay, so let's start with our session. First question says, World Bank recently approved $250 million financing to which country to strengthen the environment management? So the World Bank has actually approved this much amount of financing to help the country Bangladesh to strengthen the environment management and also to promote private sector participation in the green investment. Okay, so the Bangladesh Environmental Sustainability and Transformation Project, which is also called as BEST project, will actually help the country to tackle the key pollution issues, right? And an e-waste management facility will also be set up so as to process 3,500 metric tons of waste annually. Fine. So World Bank has approved this much amount of financing to the country Bangladesh. Next question says, which country is the largest trading partner of India after China and the US as of 2022? So the India and the country UAE trade is valued at $72.8 billion in 2021 to 22, and this made the UAE India's third largest trading partner, and which are the other two, China and the US. Okay, so Abu Dhabi, which is the capital of UAE, is seeking more investments from India, and now Abu Dhabi has identified priority sectors including agri-technology, tourism, healthcare, pharma, and the financial services where Indian enterprises can actually invest. Okay, so you can be asked that list the top 3 trading partners of India. So China, US, and the third is UAE. Next is Olivier Giroud, who was seen in the news recently, is a famous football player from which country? Actually, in the FIFA World Cup 2022, France defeats the country Poland, and now it qualifies for quarterfinals of the tournament, right? And Olivier Giroud becomes all-time top scorer of France with total 52 goals. Okay. Also, don't forget that Kylian Mbappe is the first player to score 9 World Cup goals before 24 years. Okay, so correct answer would be France. And why he was in news? Because he is an all-time top scorer of France. Fine. Next question is, which country is the host of the Asia and the Pacific Regional Meeting of the International Labour Organization? So the 17th Asia and the Pacific Regional Meeting of International Labour Organization recently began in the country Singapore. Okay, and what was the theme of this meeting? So theme was, I'm writing it here, integrated policy for a human-centered recovery that is inclusive, sustainable, and resilient. Okay, so this was the whole theme for this particular meeting. Headquarters of International Labour Organization lies in Geneva, Switzerland. Fine. So your correct answer would be Singapore. Now talking about another news from host and conferences, don't forget that Techno Text 2023, it is Techno Text, not text. It is India's premier show on technical textiles and it will be held in Mumbai. Okay, so this event is being organized by Ministry of Textiles in collaboration with Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry under National Technical Textile Mission. Okay, so this is the largest event of the technical textile industry in India, which will be attended by the top CEOs, manufacturers, industry peers and the suppliers from India and around the globe. Okay, so you can be asked that which city is the host of Techno Text 2023, which is India's premier show on technical textile. So correct answer would be Mumbai. Fine. Next question is, Manu Bhakar and Sarabjot Singh, who were in the news recently, are associated with which sport? Actually, why these sports person are in news? Because recently they have won the 10-meter air pistol mixed team title at the 65th National Shooting Championship competition. Okay, and Divya TS from the state of Karnataka and Imrose clinched the silver, while Punjab and ONGC shared the bronze medals. Okay, and in the junior mixed team pistol, the gold was won by Anjali and Sagar, and they are from Uttar Pradesh state, and they have beaten Yashasvi and Abhinav. Okay, and these two are from Uttarakhand state. Don't forget that Maharashtra and Andhra Pradesh also won the bronze medals. Okay, so your correct answer would be shooting. They are related to shooting. So please make the points of this slide because many things can be asked from this question itself. Next question is, Chaitya Bhumi is the resting place of which particular leader? So Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's 67 Mahaparinirvan Divas is observed on 6th of December. And lakhs of followers from all over the country gathered at Chaitya Bhumi in Dadar in Mumbai. Why? To pay tribute to this great leader. Okay, so Chaitya Bhumi is a Buddhist Chaitya and cremation place of Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, who is the 20th century Indian intellectual and the chief architect of the Indian Constitution. Right? So here correct answer would be Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. Now you have to tell me, Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar has called which particular number of article in the Indian Constitution as the heart and the soul of Indian Constitution? Do let me know in the comments. Also you have to mention the right to property has been removed from the category of fundamental rights under which Constitutional Amendment Act? Please write your answers in the comments. Next question is, which institution has announced to hold a hackathon for innovative ideas for the first time in 2022? So the Chief Justice of India, Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, has directed to organize a hackathon event in the Supreme Court of India for the first time in the history. And it is a kind of initiative to identify the innovative ideas for refining process of filing to listing of the cases. And this event will be organized under the supervision and the guidance of Justice Sanjay Kishan Kaul, who is the judge of Supreme Court. Okay, so here correct answer would be Supreme Court of India. So two things are important. Which institution has announced to hold this hackathon? So answer would be Supreme Court. And you can also be asked that this particular hackathon would be organized under the supervision and guidance of which judge of Supreme Court? So answer would be Sanjay Kishan Kaul. Okay. Next question is, India's first gold ATM has been inaugurated in which particular city? So India's first gold ATM, and actually it is the world's first real-time gold ATM, has been launched recently in Hyderabad, and the gold ATM enables the customers to buy gold without going to a physical jewelry store. Okay. So Gold Sikka is a company that specializes in buying and selling of gold. Recently, it has introduced the ATM with technology support from a Hyderabad-based startup named as OpenCube. Okay. So in this ATM, the buyer select the price and gold worth the amount is released to the buyer. Fine. So here correct answer would be Hyderabad, and I'd like to give this question a 3 star. This is very important. Okay. Now don't forget that recently NASA's Orion capsule has made its closest approach to the moon within 130 kilometers. So NASA shared a picture of the moon and the distant crescent Earth captured by the Orion spacecraft. So if you are asked that Orion capsule of NASA's Artemis 1 mission makes its closest approach to the moon by which distance from the moon? So correct answer would be 130 kilometers. So this figure is very, very important. Next is, which state is the host of the FIH Men's Hockey World Cup 2023? So the FIH Hockey Men's World Cup 2023 will be hosted by Odisha at Bhubaneswar, Rourkela from 13th of January 2023. And the Chief Minister of Odisha, Mr. Naveen Patnaik, has launched the trophy tour of this FIH Odisha Hockey Men's World Cup 2023. And now the trophy will travel across 13 states and 1 union territory, and then across all districts of the state. Fine. So don't forget that the host of FIH Men's Hockey World Cup for the year 2023 would be Odisha. Now apart from it, Union External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar recently signed an agreement on the comprehensive migration and the mobility partnership with German Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock. Okay, and this agreement will help the citizens of both the nations to study, to do research, and to work in each other's country. So that's why the Foreign Minister of Germany arrived in Delhi to discuss cooperation on transition to renewable energy and also India's relationship with Russia and country China. Okay, so if you are asked that India signed a deal on comprehensive migration and mobility partnership with which country? So correct answer would be Germany. Okay, next is Sukant Kadam, who was seen in the news recently, is associated with which sports? Actually, 6 Indian parashuttlers clinch the gold medal at the Peru Para Badminton International that was held in Lima. Okay, and world number 3 Sukant Kadam defeated ace shuttler Chi Hyong Ang, who is from Singapore, to clinch the gold. Okay, so India has won total 14 medals, including 6 gold, 1 silver and 7 bronze. And in the women's category, Nithya Sare, Sumathi Sivan and Mandeep Kaur clinched the titles in the SH6 and SL3 single section. Okay, so Sukant Kadam is actually related to badminton. Fine. Now next question is, which word has been chosen as the word of the year 2022 by the Oxford English Dictionary? So the Oxford English Dictionary recently unveiled the word of the year 2022 as goblin mode, which was selected by the public vote. Okay, so according to the Oxford University Press, what does goblin mode mean? It means the type of behavior which is self-indulgent, lazy or greedy, typically in a way that rejects the social norms or expectations. Fine. And this term was first used in 2009 but went viral on social media in the year 2021. Okay, so you have to remember that what is the word of the year by the Oxford English Dictionary? It is goblin mode. Now you have to tell me what is the word of the year according to Merriam-Webster. Do let me know in the comments. Last question says, what is the rank of India in the Global Aviation Safety Ranking by the International Civil Aviation Organization? So India has jumped to 48th position in the Global Aviation Safety Ranking that is released by International Civil Aviation Organization. Okay, so the Indian aviation safety has scored the highest ever score of 85.49%, and in the year 2018 India was at the 102 rank. So in the ranking, Singapore was at the top, then it is followed by the country UAE, and then at the third place there was South Korea. Okay, so two things are important: which country was at the top in this ranking? So correct answer would be Singapore. And what was the India's rank? So India's rank was 48th. Fine. So these are the most important current affairs and the news from today. And now we'll come to our revision section. Which three categories we are covering today? So first of all, we'll see few important ranks and the indices. Then we'll see important banking related current affairs, and at last we'll see important institutions. Fine. So let's start with the ranks and indices. Which cities are ranked at the top of the Economic Intelligence Unit that releases the Cost of Living Index 2022? So New York and the Singapore have been declared as the world's most expensive cities, and the average cost of living is increased by 8.1% in 2022 overall. Okay, which Indian city is placed at 22nd rank in the Prime Global Cities Index Q3 2022? This city is Mumbai. Okay, so three Indian cities were placed in this index: Mumbai, then Bangalore and New Delhi. Bangalore rank was 27 and New Delhi was ranked at 36. Mumbai was ranked at 22. Okay, so all these three cities registered an increase in average annual prices. Fine. Which country tops the Global Minority Index published by the Center for Policy Analysis? So this index has been topped by our country, India. Then India is further followed with South Korea at second position. Third was Japan. Fourth was Panama, and the fifth was US. Okay, so these are the top 5 countries in this index. Don't forget that Maldives, Afghanistan and Somalia were at the bottom position in this index. As per the Global Information Technology Report 2022, which country tops the Network Readiness Index? So this index is topped by the country USA. USA is further followed with Singapore at second position. Sweden was at the third, Netherlands was at the fourth, and Swiss was at the fifth. And this index is launched by the World Economic Forum. Okay, and what was the theme? So the theme was stepping into the new digital era. Okay, which bank topped the Ease 5.0 Reform Index for the first quarter of financial year 2022 to 23? This is State Bank of India, and State Bank of India is further followed with Union Bank of India at second place. As per the Education Ministry's Performance Grading Index, how many states attained level 2 grading in 2020 to 21? So total 7 states have attained the level 2 grading in this particular time period. Okay, actually Gujarat, Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh are the new entrants to this list. What is the rank of India in the WIPO Global Innovation Index 2022? So the rank of India is 40 among 132 countries. And which are the top 5 countries? First is Switzerland, second is US, third is Sweden, then fourth is UK, and the fifth is Netherlands. Usually 2 things are important from any index: what is the India's rank and which country was at the top. Okay, and one more thing, today we are doing our revision session for the month of November. Okay, we have already completed for the month of October and now we have moved towards November month. Next we'll be talking about important banking related current affairs. World Bank recently approved $250 million financing to which country to strengthen the environment management? So this is the first question itself. Correct answer would be Bangladesh. Which public sector bank has raised 10,000 crore rupees through its maiden infrastructure bond issue? So this is State Bank of India. The Reserve Bank of India announced a 4-tiered regulatory framework for which type of banks? So RBI has recently announced this regulatory framework for the urban cooperative banks. Which bank launched the first app which is the country's first sticker-based debit card. So IDFC First Bank has launched this sticker-based debit card, and this is known as First App, and the size of these sticker-based debit card is 1/3 of the actual debit card. Which Indian bank has partnered with JCB India to finance heavy equipment buyers? So Federal Bank has partnered with JCB India for this purpose. Which neighboring country of India has announced to implement interest-free banking system by 2027? So Pakistan has recently announced that their banking system would become interest-free by the year 2027. Asian Development Bank approved a $350 million loan to improve the road connectivity in which particular state? So ADB has approved this much amount of loan to the state of Maharashtra so that they can improve their road connectivity. Which bank has conducted India's first floating financial literacy camp? So this is India Post Payment Bank, and it was conducted as a part of launch of the initiative named as Niveshak Didi. Okay, where? In Jammu and Kashmir's Srinagar. Fine. Actually, Niveshak Didi is based on the concept by the woman for the woman. Okay, so this is India Post Payments Bank. Headquarters of Asian Development Bank lies in Philippines. Next, we'll be talking about important institutions. Which institution has announced to hold a hackathon for innovative ideas for the first time in 2022? Just we have talked about it. This is Supreme Court. Researchers from which institution have developed an energy efficient computing platform to build the next generation electronic devices? So this is Indian Institute of Science, Bengaluru. Which institution released the Global Wage Report 2022-23? So this report was released by International Labour Organization, and earlier I have told you that the headquarters lies in Geneva. Which institution manufactures the advanced light helicopter Mk3 Squadron 840? So it has been manufactured by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. Plastic Waste Management Program is an initiative of which global institution? So this is an initiative of United Nations Development Program. Which Indian institution has been recently hit by an alleged ransomware attack? So correct answer would be AIIMS, All India Institute of Medical Sciences. Which institution released a report titled as Carbon Capture, Utilization and Storage Policy Framework? So this report was released by Niti Aayog. Which institution launched the Rehab Means Reducing Human Attacks Using Honeybees project? So this is the project of KVIC, full form is Khadi and Village Industries Commission. Fine. So these are the important institutions from the month of November that we have to remember, and they can appear in your exams. Fine. Now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions, and at the end of the lecture do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, me Nuzhat Sana signing off.